Okay, I think I'm on. Hold on. Hi there. Okay, we're good. See, I did say eventually that we'd be better about our streams in the sense that I would iron out the kinks in terms of shenanigans. So I'm excited about that. Hi, everybody. Just trying to make sure the captions are also good too for just a second. Hello, Zaza. Yeah, we just want to make sure y'all can see what's happening right now. Yeah, it's great. Favorite humans on the internet. Hello, how you doing? It's always lovely to see you. And for those of you who aren't already following, you should go follow. I'm just saying, like, voice acting magic, all the good vibes, amazing wins. It's so lovely to see you. I am in the process of actually trying to make sure the captions are working on my streams, but I think they're being glitchy today. I straight up did not mean to lie, but let me see if I can actually, yeah. So as y'all are like witnessing in terms of me in OBS, like sometimes OBS has some glitchy problems, or maybe I'm just not the smartest soul when it comes to new tech things. Oh, I'm doing great. That's so awesome. I'm so happy to hear you're doing well. I'm actually okay. It has been a very chill Saturday. I cannot complain too much in terms of shenanigans, but we're making our way. We're doing our thing. I think the Labor Day holiday was really good in terms of getting some nice rest and relaxation and just kind of moving and grooving. But overall, can't complain too much. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, 'cause I mean, sometimes it's not always. Oh, the music? Okay. Thank you for that, actually, because I want to make sure the music's not so loud. Let me see. Let me know if that's a lot better. Because, just to let folks know as we're getting started, I did a spoiler actually slightly on Twitter, but I decided to add some music like I said I would. I do have in the description the person who has this free audio track, which their name is HIYOKO, or HIYOKO. HIYOKO is the person who's actually designing my music that I'm going to debut towards the end of the year, actually. But they actually have some really dope tracks. Oh, thank you. Awesome. I know there's like a slight delay because my internet is always being like really not cool, but I'm glad to hear the music's not as loud, but still could be heard. But yeah, I decided to actually make sure I add some music in the background because I know there can be a little less, I don't know, sometimes like not having any sound can be maybe frustrating sometimes. So I wanted a little bit of ambiance in the background as I'm talking to folks, but also I didn't want it to be so distracting and loud where it's something that would be obnoxious. So again, still working out the kinks because I see that for my captions on my just chatting screen, things aren't working. But we'll get it together. I think we're slowly making progress, like I've been saying online. Thanks, yeah. I have been using for folks, I know folks have seen it on Twitter and other platforms, but I've actually used VGen a lot for services. I know I'm in a very privileged positionality to be able to like buy assets and things as I've debuted and tried to keep going forward. But yeah, I really saw that HIYOKO had some really great tracks, and I really wanted to make sure that on this theme of music, art, science, and tech, and makeup and fashion, that I had a track that represented me when I'm streaming. So that way when I'm chatting and not gaming, you all can hear some music that represents what I'm about. So I'm really excited and grateful and privileged for them to be able to essentially make a track for me. So I look forward to that, and I will obviously, play that in my backgrounds when it's ready and announce it. But for now, we're going to use a free track that's available. So for folks who actually want free background music, I highly encourage you check them out. I have, again, the information in the description box, just to be able to, spread that resource around. There's a lot of folks who've been using the background music too. So really wanted to do that. And yeah, I love designing. I love music. So I think it would behoove me to share that joy with folks on streams. I do know Twitch is a little bit better in that it lets you actually play like copyrighted music. So I would play like some more tracks that I like. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. I'm trying to really have like a very, and this will probably come over time, especially to get closer to like 6 months to a year of streaming, which will be wild because that's actually in February for 6 months, and I think it'll be a year next year. But I do want to have a cozy, chill vibe, like you're coming into like a spa or a library and just chilling with friends and talking. That's kind of my vibe anyway with my friends in real life. So I'm hoping to replicate that to some degree as much as I can on as a streamer. So I really hope folks will enjoy that in terms of the aesthetics. I love house music, EDM. I love R&B and rap. I just really love like deep, soulful music, like you're floating and just able to just enjoy life and have a little bit of a break and reprieve from things. So I'm really hoping to bring that lo-fi kind of vibe, I guess, to my streams. So you'll get some of that today, of course, with the free background music. I'll have looping, of course, but I'm hoping to have my own music as well as maybe see if I can get some lo-fi tracks that I appreciate from the internet and free music books that I love in terms of, royalty-free music, of course, 'cause I don't want to I appreciate that. Yeah, libraries, I need to go into more. I used to, which my bestie will be here on streams occasionally. I love her. She's super dope. But I used to kick it in libraries with folks. I love going into bookstores, libraries, cafes. That's kind of my vibe. I know I haven't been able to do that as much because I'm very COVID cautious, as I will say on stream often and frequently. But yeah, that's just my aesthetic. I just love books, learning. I just love that like Final Fantasy Black Librarian vibes I want to get with my streams. With fashion and makeup and stationery and all the other shenanigans I find to do with gaming. So I'm hoping folks will enjoy that as I keep revealing my, lore to some degree. And I say that in quotations because my stream self is based off me. I dress how my streamer looks and I am her. She is me. But I hope folks will enjoy that as I kind of unleash my creativity. Especially when I bring a little bit more Afrofuturism and things like that into my streaming. So I'm looking forward to that as we keep moving forward. So, but yes, welcome everybody. I think that's a good segue into tonight's stream. I will do probably hand cam streams in this future like I talked about, but for today, I wanted to actually make some space for just a chat and chill kind of beginning for streams. I thought I would maybe just talk about things in terms of what's on my mind, kind of talk about the experiences so far I've had as streaming, just chat with folks today in the chat, as well as and then after we take a break in terms of things, I'll probably end up playing about an hour or so of Hades for a little bit, as I am my GIFTuber self, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, with my streaming format, I think I will be streaming maybe once or twice a week. I do know for my September streams, I have like one more stream per week so far because I am doing some chat and chills. So I'm trying to see, I love you so much. Yes, I'm grateful and folks love it. It makes me so happy. And yes, I will do fashion and makeup stuff too. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to do it fully, but I do think I will do swatches and stuff occasionally when I get to the point of where I can do it on stream with hand cams. But I also will do similar to what I did with my stationery stream, where I'll just talk about some of my favorite things and stuff that comes to mind. I'm all about sustainable fashion and respectable fashion, so you'll get a lot of that from me. I also shop a lot of BIPOC brands, so I am always about that. I shop a lot of like queer-owned businesses, as folks saw on during Pride Month. I know Black Pride is coming up soon, actually in October, but I just want to be respectful of all the communities that my friends and loved ones are a part of, and just do it in a culturally appreciative way, because that just really means the world to me. So that's kind of the vibe you're gonna get from me. And I know, again, like I'm moving slow and steady, but I'm hoping folks will get that, and with that consistency and that foundation I'm building as a streamer, because I I just want to make sure, like, again, that I'm doing things in a way that works for me and not necessarily in a way that's not true to who I want to be in terms of this gaming streamer self that I am. So yeah. But yeah, tonight I wanted to start doing some of the chat and chill streams for September. I will have, I think, 3 streams a week. Some of them will be chat and chill like this, where they'll be more casual. They won't necessarily be ones that are very well, I don't want to say that I'm not putting my all on this. I am, but I think I wanted more chat and chill streams so folks can have a co-working space with me just to talk and get to know folks, as well as just chat today and on other streams. And then I will probably play a game. I think with my format that I've described before, I'll probably do 1 game a week. I appreciate you so much. I'll probably do one or two maybe streams of gaming, and then maybe like 1 or 2 streams of chat and chill or co-working. And then I'll probably do what I had originally intended to do, was do a spotlight on BIPOC businesses and really bring on some of my friends, including my dope mutuals and stuff on here. So you know, again, I'm just really going to make sure that, like, you know, I just spotlight people and then like showcase who I am in terms of my hobbies and interests and not gatekeep anything. So for example, if you're not following Yellow Hat Audios, you know, I am a fan, as I will keep saying throughout this stream. So I want them to, like, I want to collab with them. I will say that openly. But I mean, I know all my mutuals should know that, in all seriousness, that I want to collab with folks and just have fun. So I'm really hoping to do that. So I'm gonna probably do like a spotlight Wednesday or Thursday stream with that, where I will bring on someone who's a mutual and just have them share their craft and awesomeness and just talk and do dope things with them. So yeah. I'm just saying, like, I appreciate you. So I will tell my mutuals, even though there's a discourse right now happening on Twitter that's wild, yes, we will collab. Listen, I love all my mutuals. I know there's a discourse right now on the internet of folks saying they don't want to stream with folks because they are worried about people, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, people are saying they don't want folks to talk about what they do in the chat or to talk about how they're a streamer. That's not me. I really just want to share folks' awesomeness on the internet. I just really want to do that type of thing because I think streaming is an awesome way to get to know people all over the world. And that's one of the brilliant things that's come out of the last few years, is that this hybrid world we live in is just so interconnected that the internet technology allows people to talk across, like, countries and across borders, artificial borders to me. And I just want to do that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to find ways to do that, because I did want to originally debut with some folks in terms of what they're doing. I do want to be a bit more efficient with it, which is why I decided not to, but I am going to follow up, as I promised, friends and loved ones in terms of collaborating with them online to be able to do that. So I look forward to that and hope folks enjoy that. I do have friends who are like small business owners. I have mutuals who are fellow VTubers, who are GIFTubers. Just all types of stuff people are doing on the internet. I just want to bring them on here and have fun and get to know them and, you know, do that. Maybe it's kind of like, if folks know of Anthony Bourdain, may he rest in peace. He used to be like a Food Network or food person who used to just go all over the world and talk to people in a very culturally respectful way. I want to do something like that in my world in terms of streaming. I just think it's really do it in a way that's respectful and thoughtful. So that's kind of like what I want to do. But yeah, essentially, today's format, like I already said, I described, and then again, as I was talking about in September, I will probably have chat and chill co-working streams. Oh no, my mic. What just happened? Whoops. Okay, cool. Sorry, my audio, like, my audio was being weird. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's my big thing. And then when it's a lot safer in the world regarding to, like, infectious disease, COVID, and climate change, I would like to meet up and do things like with my real self, but also still have my virtual self too, because they're not divorced in my mind. So that's kind of my ethos and kind of where I'm going. But again, I'm building slow and steady, so I'm not going to rush the process. I think it's really important to do it in the way that works. Which is something I would give advice for folks who are watching this in real time / are watching the VOD. Take your time. I think for me, I'm more, I know a lot of folks like spend a year or oh man, my thing keeps going out every so often. I'm so sorry, everybody. My like thing keeps freaking out. I just need to be careful in terms of streaming. So apologies for the slight flashing and things as I make sure my mic doesn't go in and out. But I think the big thing with me is that I definitely do think it's really important that people do things in their own way. And as much as I could have maybe done it where I could have saved for a big debut. I'm not necessarily trying to make myself into an idol per se, if that makes any sense. I know that VTubing is based in idol culture, but that's not really me. In terms of like, I really appreciate people in terms of things, and I love the opportunity to get to know folks, but I also don't want necessarily to be an idol per se. I think I just want to be a part of this ecosystem of streamers and creatives a bit more in the ways that make sense for me. So that's kind of why I'm deciding to go slow and steady. But I would say again for folks to just take your time and figure out what works best for you in terms of being able to be who you want to be and not feel like you have to do it a particular way. Maybe my age is showing because I'm definitely in my 30s, so I don't know. I think I don't know why my mic keeps going out. I'm so sorry, y'all. I have to do things in a way that makes the most sense for me as a person. I really can't necessarily like do things that everybody else is doing. It's probably why. And, you know, the world, when things are the way they are is the way I'll put it. But I was never really the type to just follow the crowd and do things that everybody else is doing. I've always been the type of person, even though I was going through things or living my life the way I was, I always feel like I just never really was good about doing things without knowing why I did it in the first place. So it's not to judge anybody, it's just to be honest with myself in terms of why I'm just saying what I'm saying in terms of the streams that I have upcoming. So I look forward to being able to do it in the way that makes sense, and I'm looking forward to folks enjoying the journey that I'm on in terms of just me going to be more nerdy and doing it in this way as a hobby, because makeup, fashion, art, all these things are accumulating in terms of VTubing and streaming, and kind of the next stage I feel like in my life of just me being artsy and being into the arts, animation, gaming, and all these type of things that I grew up with, that now I'm doing this, which I never, again, as I said in my debut stream, I never saw myself being a streamer. It just sort of happened, so as the saying goes in life. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think in terms of what else I want to share before we kind of do more of a workspace in terms of things. So yeah, I'm really going to do a co-working thing today. I call it a thing because I have snack foods. I don't have a hand cam, so you won't be able to necessarily see what I'm doing, but I'm going to be talking as I'm studying in terms of the vibes for today. So I hope folks have, like, you know, something to read, or if you just want to listen to me too, if you're not able to watch me on YouTube, that's fine. But I thought I would just kind of talk about things in life and, you know, just, you know, have a co-working setting, like imagining we're in a cafe right now and just hanging out and just doing what makes sense. I bought my study books. I'm studying for exams as a health educator because I have a big test to take in October. And I also want to be in my Hobonichi too, so I'll probably talk about that a little bit. And then probably closer to, let me see. Right now we're about 25 minutes in. I'll probably, within the next like 30 minutes, which I'll get better about this, having a timer on my streams, but I'll probably put a timer on for like 30 to 45 minute windows so that we could take like a 10 to 15 minute break to get folks get some water, you know, take a bio break, whatever you need. And then probably closer to maybe like 9-ish, I'll probably switch over to game with Hades. So hopefully that sounds great for folks. Again, my streams are pretty chill. Folks are welcome to stay as long as they'd like in terms of this section. You're welcome to come back during the gaming section. Just come and pop in and say hi or things like that. Whatever works in terms of your comfortability. I just want folks to come as they are for my streams. And that's just with any stream in general, whether I'm like gaming or doing something like, you know, more interactive and things like that. Not saying that it's not interactive now, but essentially like when I'm doing more things, you know, come as you are. Of course, everyone is welcome. I definitely want to be inclusive of all folks. In terms of things, especially, you know, us folks who are like Black, brown, queer, all types of folks. Those are my people. So I just want to make sure that people feel comfortable. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. And we'll just see how this goes in terms of things. Yeah, exactly. I really love body doubling. Obviously, like, I haven't been able to do it as much because it's just not as safe, and I have a lot of loved ones, for example, who are disabled and immunocompromised. So I've done a lot more of these virtually, but I've always wanted to do these in the streaming format as I thought about it. So I thought I wanted to start opening these opportunities for folks to chat and chill and just body double and be productive. And just being respectful to folks in terms of if you have some things you want to get done, you can listen to me or just, you know, get on your computer too and just have some fun and that type of thing. I'd actually love to do like a body double session where I actually have someone who also comes on stream with me to chat too, so we can just have a conversation. So it's like those spaces that sometimes have popped up. I know at least this happens in the States where there's like spaces you can go where you can actually like hang out with folks around like a table or something and just work. I miss those types of things from like grad school and college where you just like rent out a room and just listen to music on the big like TV and like bring your books and study together. So that's the vibe I'm trying to bring virtually right now. And yeah, I'll have more of these spaces for the future because I think that's just really critical. And again, that's why I want to have a little bit of background music to really just, again, have that like a little bit of noise just so folks know, like, you know, can have that experience in a way that makes sense for them in a lively but comforting way, because I just don't want to be like disruptive in terms of the study process. So yeah. Alrighty, well, let me first get my timer going in terms of today's session. Again, like I said, thank you, I love it. Yeah, I'm really glad folks I'm really glad you like the vibe. I really hope folks like appreciate it, because again, I'm not trying to, I want to do what I want to do in terms of like chilling and getting to know people, and I want to build, of course, in terms of like collaborating with folks and doing artsy things and like, you know, being a scientist, because again, I won't necessarily be talking about my job online, but I'm more so focused on hobbies and things, because I just want to talk about creative things, because I love my hobbies. They fuel me and able to do what I got to do in terms of being the scientist and the person that I am. But I'm really grateful that folks enjoy it in terms of what I'm all about, because yeah, I'm all about community versus competition. I don't really consider folks to be my competition. I think everybody has their own ability to shine and to be great, and I just don't want to like I don't want to mess up people's vibes. I don't really think it's, you know, how do I put this? I have an ethos where everybody has something to contribute to the world. Even if you're just existing, being who you are, everybody has value. Everybody should be loved and taken care of. And that's kind of the vibe I want to emphasize on my streams, and to really make sure folks know that they are loved, appreciated, and valued for who they are. And I think there's enough for everybody. I just believe there's so much in the world that we don't have to, you know, do what we're doing right now, where the isms and all the types of things are causing folks to see each other's competition. I'm just not into that. So that's not the vibes I'm going to bring. I'm really just going to be about, you know, everybody has something brilliant to bring, and whatever a space looks like, that's how it's supposed to be. Oh, thank you. Yeah. That's my thing. I love community over competition. Anything that I say, of course, I want to say, I do not necessarily like claim it's of things I've like learned over the years, but, I don't know, I just believe there's just so much in the world that's amazing, and there's just so many dope people, that humans are just really fascinating and cool. Despite the shenanigans and dynamics that happen in the world, I just think that it's really critical and key to know that, like, we all have a role to play, and I think I just want to emphasize that. And that's why it's given me the bravery to do some things in my life too that I hope folks will be able to do in theirs as they move forward in terms of what's happening. So yeah, that's kind of my ethos. And I can definitely talk about that on streams, because I think that's going to be something I bring up quite often, because there's so much discourse happening on the internet as usual, and I try to like throw my opinions in, not to be like to start drama and to be like having conversations just to have conversations, but I just try to like say things in terms of folks who do follow and interact with me, to know that like I'm not somebody that I'm hoping will be a space that's harsh and painful. Of course, you know, on the internet, we all have things that we don't want folks to know. We're all kind of moving in a way that is what works for us. But I try to just share what I'm most comfortable with, and what I'm not comfortable with, I don't share. And that's just, it is what it is. But for folks who get to know me and know me very well, I just try to be the person that I am. So I feel like I, for example, talk how I sound for the most part in terms of like online versus not, because shenanigans. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. Okay, I'm gonna start the timer for 45 minutes. Now, all right, and then yeah, I will be actually doing Hobonichi, and kind of just chatting and chilling and talking in terms of stuff, because yeah, the discourse on the internet is very wild. It's always wild, the internet be interneting, but it's been interesting. I think I didn't anticipate some of the things. Well, let me not put it that way. I think when I started thinking about streaming, I think it's very interesting that sometimes when it's just so fascinating how some of the discourse happens, and I think that sometimes I can't necessarily relate, because I'm just not at that point in my journey. I think one thing going off on the community over competition is that I'm just at a place in my life where I realize and try to embody, and this is something I think I've been taught my entire life, but I don't really think that everybody should be like me. So I don't necessarily think that I have to be fearful of what I'm supposed to do, because I am a believer that the things that are meant for me, as folks have said in my life, and I definitely believe that whatever is meant for you is meant for you. You will never not have your opportunity. And I love when I was listening to this Spotify podcast, I love the way that the person was saying that in life, it's almost like you're waiting on a ferry boat to get on the boat, but sometimes you might miss the boat. Something happened, you just didn't make it in time. But if you wait in that line, and it might be a while, it doesn't mean that you won't get another shot if it's something that you really want. Just like if you really want to get on the ferry to go to your destination, you'll stay in line and you'll get there eventually. So because I have that thinking, even though sometimes it can be challenging and difficult because there's so many things going on and we all don't have the same resources and access to things or privileges, that it can be really easy to be mean to yourself, when the reality is that the people and folks who've had to wait longer, it goes to that ethos of bloom when you're ready. And that when it's time for you to be successful in the ways that you envision yourself, the little things that you do, even if it's just existing because you just cannot do anything right now because life is just lifing, it will come. And I'm just a big believer in that, particularly if you're always vulnerable. Oh, no worries. Yeah, no go-aways in terms of things, BRBs. It'll happen when it needs to, and it'll happen when it's the most appropriate time. And I say appropriate because I don't want to say perfect, because there's nothing in life perfect, but it happens when it needs to happen. And maybe what we want is not actually what we deserve. Maybe we deserve something that's that thing, but like 100 times better. Or maybe it's that thing and then like, you know, other stuff. Or maybe it's something completely adjacent to that thing, but it's, you know, relatable. So that's kind of my thinking in terms of how things can be a little bit easier when you're going through life. But again, I think that's why with some of the discourse sometimes on the internet, I have to catch myself sometimes. I think folks are in different spots where they're just not able to have the confidence or have the right community around them to inform them, like, bruh, just go do your thing. And I also want to be gender inclusive in terms of things, even though I'm like, trying to like make sure I catch my words and things. But I just want to be thoughtful about the fact that like sometimes in life we just have to, we just got to exist in the circumstances that we have. And maybe the things that we think we won't be able to do, we will be able to do when it's time. Pardon me, I have my lemonade here next to me, excuse me. But that's why I think it's really important too, in terms of the conversations that have been going on online, to really make sure that you find folks who you can build community with. And I'm not acting like I have some perfect formula for it either. I'm still very much trying to find and grow as a young person too. I always like make jokes that I'm in my 30s on the internet, because I do think what I've learned so far in this decade has been really profound. But I feel like some of the things that I used to worry about, or some of the things that used to bother me, don't bother me as much anymore. And I've always thought I was a little bit of a weirdo anyway, but I really think that some of the things that I used to get caught up on, or used to really block myself down about, are some of my greatest strengths now. And I think it's been really cool to see that evolution happen. And that's why I really appreciate when folks my age or older share their wisdom, because there's like a commonality there about the human experience of being, at a certain time in your life. And I think that's really cool, because I certainly appreciate it. Especially when those moments when we all get insecure and we all feel like things just don't make any sense. Because sometimes life just doesn't make sense. I know the last few years, people have had their moments where they've had to kind of like examine like what is going on, because the larger world is going through a lot of chaos. And I think because of that, it can make things quite volatile and very hard to process. But I also think it's really key to note that my people say the only thing the only thing that is really the constant is change, as cliche as it is. And this ability comes from being able to be adaptable, but also having a strong foundation with yourself and also other people. Because I'm not gonna do that thing where it's like, if you don't love yourself, da-da-da-da type of stuff, because I think love comes in different forms, and I don't think we should gatekeep how folks should be treated just because they don't love themselves. If that makes any sense. I think that people should be loved regardless of how they feel about themselves. But I also think too that the ability to be able to get to the breadths and depths of yourself is really, really, really important. Which I'm grateful I've been able to do that as a privilege that I don't take lightly. Harsh today. Okay. I'm just like half checking my phone, trying to make sure like my timer is actually like working. I feel like I want to buy more tools that aren't so attached to my devices, but maybe that's the millennial in me talking. I feel like it is sometimes. Oh, and then like I said, I'm working in my Hobonichi because I need to actually what I do in my books, which again, I'm still trying to plan that out in terms of like sharing them, but what I do in my books is, I talked about this too, by the way, on my Hobonichi hype stream, but I do like plan out I'm trying to get better, but I have tried to put my dates and important things in my Hobonichi in quarters. It helps me plan out and think about what I have to do in terms of like work and exercise and habits, but also it is helping me be forward thinking in terms of planning streams and stuff. So it's actually helping me be a lot better. And then I'm trying to be better about taking care of myself in terms of my hands. Because I know I was talking the other day on one of my streams when I was playing No Straight Roads that my hands were hurting. And I realized the reason why my hands are hurting is because I did exercises at home. And I was like, oh, doing deadlifts probably did that to yourself. But I'm trying to be better about like planning ahead of time. So that way, if I need to change up things, I can. And also like be a bit more accountable in terms of my processes, because I feel like if I write it down, it's in my brain, but if I plan it out, which I want to get better about in terms of habit tracking, the more likely I'll adhere to my schedule versus, you know, I still adhere to my schedules and make my meetings and things and reach my goals, but like things can get lost if I don't write it down or don't give myself a memo or things like that. And I still use mostly paper things too. Like I just don't. I've thought about like using Notion, for example. I just don't. I know folks use online journals or online planners, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's really cool how things have changed in society where there are tools we could use to be automated, but I think I'm always just going to default be somebody who uses paper things. I don't know, something about like having paper is just the way for me. Like I have to. It's kind of my ethos. I just love like books and stationery. So if I don't have those things, it's just kind of weird for me. Like I have to have a book or something on me. Just like I have to have like music. Not to say like I couldn't go out in nature and not have either one and still, you know, be entertained. Like I could just sit out in nature and just listen to the sounds of nature and stuff, which sounds so woo, but that's just me. But I think being able to like write something down and use my hands is something that I really appreciate, which is why I'm trying to get better as I'm getting older to take care of my hands, because it's really easy to not pay attention to those things because you think, oh, I'm young, you know, things are great. But now that I'm in my 30s, I'm really just like, oh, people are right, you really do age. That's a thing. So I'm just like trying to, probably gonna spend like the first 45 minutes like trying to get in this book and trying to copy most of the dates in the back end of my book for the rest of 2023 into the front end of my book, because it'll help me with some planning. So that way too, for probably the second round in terms of things, I can be able to like actually study and plan out my schedule and then get into my books for my exams. So, which by the way, for folks who are on the stream / who are watching the VOD, I wish you the best of luck in terms of exams and things if you're in school of any sort, grad school, undergrad, high school, that type of thing. As I said on my Hobonichi stream, I think I've like had planners since high school. They've helped me out a lot, even though sometimes I don't even like follow them because I know I could be a procrastinator. So, it's just so interesting because I think I've carried a lot of my habits from high school onward. It's just kind of funny to me. I will say too, one discourse that's been interesting on the internet too, as I'm like doing this, is the VTubing in terms of getting started and what it entails and money. I will say I definitely agree with other folks in terms of streaming. I want to be mindful that, you know, I'm not like an expert or anything. I'm not somebody who would say they're like an iron mouse or anything like that. who have done a lot of really dope work to get where they're at. Just streamers, like big streamers, essentially is my point. But I think this discourse about getting into things has been interesting because I do think that streaming can be really expensive. I think with VTubing, I think when people say you don't have to have a really expensive model or have a big debut is true. I think it's been really good to see people bring that up because I think there are people who are trying to get and make streaming their full-time job, which I don't think is a bad thing, but I think people put preconceived notions of how you're supposed to do things and what's the most appropriate approach. And I just think that for the most part, you have to do what's best for you in terms of finances and your situation. And I still think that folks like that can still be dope streamers, because I think the big thing for me is I've seen and watched a lot of people do some really dope things who may not have $1,000+ model or thousands of dollars in models. I didn't know models could get expensive, but actually, to be honest, that makes sense since 3D, 2D, all the intricate details, that type of thing. But I don't think that makes me watch someone or not watch somebody. I think folks are saying at the end of the day, it really comes down to the fact of do I want to watch the person at all in terms of what they're doing? Do I like what their setup is? Do I want to be bothered to watch them? What are they about? What are their hobbies? What are they going to be doing on stream? It's a lot of those types of things I look for. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to have fancy, model stuff or assets or anything like that. I think people can just really get going and go from there. I do know, again, that VTubing is based in idol culture from my understanding, which I think that's why folks do a lot of the things like that. And I actually do appreciate folks who spend a lot of time and effort on what makes sense for them. But I don't want to perpetuate that you have to fall into that to be successful when it comes to streaming. I feel like there is a good balance between folks who lean into that and are building a world and a character versus folks who are maybe like me, who are just trying to chill behind an avatar and just want to have fun gaming and doing stuff with folks who have similar ethos that they do. So that's just kind of my perspective on it. But I think sometimes people do get caught up in the money and the privileges that folks have access to, and really do or could put out a thing to say that, oh, you can't necessarily stream because you don't have XYZ, and I just don't agree with that. I think it just really depends. I will say that I do agree with folks you should think about streaming before you actually get into it. I think the only reason why I did it the way I did is because I had been told for years to do a podcast or something, and people I like public speaking. And some of the things that entail with streaming kind of hits at all the things I do anyway for fun, which is graphic design and stuff like that, and designing and being creative. But I'm also much older, and I have disposable income, without going into too much detail. But I have privileges in that way where I can have hobbies and can invest in them while also still doing my job on what I love. So I'm not going to act like that doesn't put me in a particularly different situation than someone who is streaming full-time or is aiming to stream full-time. So I think because of that, it gives me a slightly different perspective of somebody who is more likely to probably somebody. I'm trying to make sure I get this timing right now. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. I think it gives me perspective as somebody who does watch streamers and do support some. I can't support every single one because I just don't, I wish I could in a perfect world, but in the sense of like monetary things. I try to support folks on my socials by sharing their things and really thinking about what they got going on, because I think that's really important for me to support folks in terms of what they're doing. Oh, I put this wrong, Mahobanichi. Sorry, I was looking at this. I was like, that's supposed to be at that time, not this one. Oh no, that's wrong. That's okay. Oh, never mind. Sorry, ignore me. I was like, wait a minute, that's at the right time. My bad. But I think for me, it's like I try to support people as much as I can, but I'm speaking to this as somebody who is not pursuing this full time as a career. And I think that just gives me a slightly different perspective as somebody who does support streamers in terms of like subscribing and those types of things. But I think at the end of the day, I think it's really important to do what makes the most sense for you, but really think about it. Because I do think, as folks will say, people will jump into things because we're in a different spot than we were at the beginning of 2020. We're still dealing with COVID and different dangers in the world right now. So while I do think, those things need to be taken into consideration, I just think it's a different landscape than it was a few years ago. And other streamers have talked about this too. I know, for example, if you are not following them, KeiraVT talked about this too. But VTubing as a platform has definitely evolved. I think because where we were in 2020, so many doors opened up that it's something interesting to see how oh my goodness, hi Faye. I'm sitting here like about to go down to me tangents and you're here. Yay! Hello. Thank you. I've gotten a lot of love, by the way, before I go down my tangent about like where we are in the world in terms of things. I'm on my pixel self, so I really appreciate that. I have more shenanigans planned in terms of things, but I'm just really grateful in terms of like the love folks have given me in terms of my design. But it's nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing a co-working stream today, so I'm talking. Oh, you've been listening for a bit, and I just now noticed. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Well, oh, thank you. Yeah, I've noticed this a lot. I try not to abbreviate myself, but I've noticed the more I've gotten comfortable and opened my mouth, a lot of people like to hear me and my thoughts, which I really appreciate. So thank you. But thank you for dropping in the chat. I'm glad you're here. It's so nice to see you. Again, as I said on my last stream, another person to follow, please do, like ASAP. Whether you're here live or watching the VOD, like please go follow. But yeah, I mean, I think where we are in the world, streaming is, I don't think streaming has necessarily changed in the sense of like, I think there's always been a platform for it. I think it just pushed it to another realm. Kind of like, to me, how I feel about animation or anime and manga. At least I'll speak more to the US context, because I don't want to speak for folks in different parts of the world, because they have a different nuance that I would understand, and I don't want to speak over communities that I don't belong to. But in the US, I feel like it's similar to anime. Anime and gaming and things proliferated during the pandemic. And I mean during as in like the beginning years. We're still very much dealing with COVID, so I don't want to misspeak when I'm talking on stream. But I think during these last couple of years, I think COVID opened the door for folks to really re-examine things, which includes, I think, in the gaming and nerd space, of how like streaming is a very accessible thing, because you can, again, like talk to people all over the world. have whole communities on Discord or just events and just do things in a hybrid format that is phenomenal to witness. And I don't think that would have been possible. I mean, I know for folks who are like nerds, because nerds have always existed, like, you know. Yeah, exactly. It gave people the opportunity to kind of think through how they could live their lives and still build community. And I think now there is still that absolute thinking, but I think people are trying to impose a 2019. Exactly. And I love that. By the way, I love my mutuals. I love y'all. I really do. I love everybody. I appreciate y'all. And I love to hear that you're thriving, Faye. I really do. Because yeah, I think streaming is a great way to get to know people in a way that is good, especially for folks who might not have been able to find people in their local context or where they're from to bond with them. And I know I've done that a lot over the many years I've been on the internet, but I think streaming gives people the opportunity to do something fun and be creative and do it in a public way on their own turf almost. So I think the thing is, though, is that I think people are trying to impose 2019 and 2020 conditions on a 2023 reality. And the reality is that our world is not going back to what it was in 2019. And I think for a lot of, especially those of us who are younger, again, I'm in my 30s, but I'm young, even though Twitter is sometimes just like, you're in your 30s, oh my goodness. And I'm like, yes, I was born in the 90s. Thank you so much. We are literally like 15, 20 years ago, we were tiny too. We're not that old, y'all. I get the jokes. But I'm just like, y'all, like, come on. I'm not really like your 30s. You're not old. You're seasoned, but you're not seasoned like in your 40s and 50s. So we're not like the 80s kids. Those folks, oh my goodness. But I think that people want to impose 2019 conditions on 2023 conditions. And I just don't think that 2019 is ever coming back. I think, though, people should incorporate what we've learned from the last few years and build on that, on the reality and the conditions that we have right now. I do think, for example, VTubing gets folks to stream from home to an audience at a convention. I think that's really cool because then, I've always wondered, like, when one of these anime conventions will go hybrid, which many have actually during these last 3-4 years, where you're able to, participate in an anime or manga or even gaming convention from your home while folks are in person doing stuff safely. I think I saw that, for example, with it wasn't hybrid, but Combo Breakers happened. I've never been there, but they all wear masks and were doing stuff gaming, and folks I think could watch probably, I'm assuming. So I think it's just really cool to see how innovation is creating spaces for folks to thrive and still live their lives and be safe, but be accessible and thoughtful in terms of who wouldn't necessarily have access to something until something like this happened. And granted, I don't want to put that and ignore the lived experience and the realities of not everybody can stay safe, not everybody can do certain things, because it is scary how COVID and climate change are real dangers. I don't want to dismiss that. I just think that humans have the ability to innovate so much that it'd be really great to see people build on that in the streaming space and the nerd world and all types of things. I think it's been really cool to take some of the things I've seen streamers through, even into the things I do as a scientist, like thinking about accessibility and hybrid formats of things to model what folks are doing in person safely, but also what they're doing online. Whether that's icebreakers, whether that's, getting to play your favorite game with folks or do things in real time with data dashboards and things like that. So all it is to say, I'm excited for what's possible. I just think folks have to let go of where we have been. Because I think, even for me, I demarcate before COVID to where we are now. Because my life is so vastly different compared to 2019. And people will tell me or ask me, C, do you want to go back? I'm like, no. Oh no worries, Faye. Thanks very much for stopping by. And yeah, please enjoy Splatfest. There's a lot of really dope stuff going on, oh my goodness. And yeah, for sure, appreciate you watching the VOD, and stay lovely too. I'm gonna hit you up, like I've said, in terms of conversations. So appreciate you checking out the stream for a little bit, and take care for now. But yeah, I really think that would be helpful for folks, not only for themselves, but to also build the resiliency to be able to withstand that change I've been talking about earlier in the stream, because I just think it's going to be key and important for that reason. So, you know, just some thoughts. I'll probably finish my lemonade before this stream is over, but I definitely need to get snack food. Well, I have snack food, but I definitely need to munch too. I'm like thinking and like writing. Okay. But yeah. I think it's hard because right now I think we're in a very tumultuous time period. I like history because I think, like people say, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. But I also appreciate folks like Octavia Butler. Yeah. Oh yeah. Go do the darn thing. Appreciate you, Faye. Go win for Fry. Take care for now. Appreciate you. I like to pull an Octavia Butler. Sifting through information to really understand where we're going. And I just think right now we're in what I've talked about online in terms of what I do understand in terms of pandemics, where there's just a lot of fallout, there's just a lot of stuff going on, and it's really hard because we're so used to how we lived our lives a particular way, and just to have all this radical change and all this harm and things that have happened, it's hard to sometimes not be overwhelmed. But I think the important thing to remember is that there's going to be some good despite that. There's going to be some lessons learned, some things that we should never do again as a result of some of the things that have happened. And there's ways that we can build together in terms of remembering what's gone on so we don't do it again, and we can take care of each other despite, you know, the scary things that happen to people. I think that's so important. It's really important not only to take care of ourselves in terms of that change, but also to be mindful that it's going to be okay. It don't have to make a lot of sense right now, but I want to believe that things will make sense down the line. And that kind of helps me process some days, when some days I want to just like be upset too. Because believe me, I'm young, I get it. But I think that really helps me settle my nerves and settle kind of where we are. Because, you know, it's just really key to be around people and to remind yourself that, you know, being able to breathe and being able to do things and just exist is really dope. And being able to grow and change despite the hardships and the heartaches that happen in life is really cool. Looking at the timer, about 13 minutes. Trying to see if I can at least get through a little bit more. Oh no, I think I got my lemonade is on like some stickers I have, and it's making them like wet. Crap. Look at that. Trying to see if I can like get through October in terms of like baby calendar, because I'm close to before the timer goes off. I have to get used to the fact that like the weak parts of the Hobonichi, the weeks where it's like a 1 week laid out on one page, they're slightly bigger demarcation, because I usually like fill in little areas so I know like what time interval it is or bigger. So I'm just like pausing sometimes as I'm talking to make sure I'm like making the right demarcations. Otherwise it just looks really messy, even though it kind of does look messy sometimes because the ink that I use, which I talked about on my HIYOKO stream, I used the I'm gonna say it wrong again. I know I'm gonna say it wrong again. The Dynamy ink. I don't have the bottle next to me. I need to like actually. Oh yes, I do. It's right next to me. Okay, I lied. It's like on my other corner, older shoulder. I used the Cobalt Jazz Dynamy Shimmer Blue ink. Ink can get messy, but it just makes writing fun for me. If I have like a shiny ink. Which I'm hoping, again, because I want a hand cam, I do want to show what these things look like. Especially like the stationary things, because I did try to do stream shots of what I use, but I just feel like it'd be dope to show it in real time. Because this ink is pretty. The only thing that I do a lot though on purpose, well not on purpose, but the one thing I do by accident is that I always get ink all over my hands. It just gets everywhere because it just does. But I like it. I like that, like, I don't know. It just reminds me of being like an author on like a typewriter and just like the messiness. I love it. It's just, I don't know. It just gives me all the vibes, I guess, in terms of that thing I'm going for. Can you tell I love writing? Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely giving like professor vibes. I don't know. I think that's kind of what's happening in real life. I don't know. I used to remember, for example, like someone a long time ago told me I have like this sexy school teacher vibe, which I don't know how to feel about that. But like I've always just liked that library professor aesthetic. I don't know. I don't know. Being a teacher or a scholar always is great. So I feel like that should be, I feel like that's comes out of my aesthetics in terms of me as a streamer, but maybe I can like play it up a little bit more, I don't know. But okay, awesome. I am in officially November. Yeah. Okay, yes, maybe, yeah. Just speak this. Oh, see, I already twisted my hand in a particular way in the ink. Ah! I don't know if folks actually hear me like writing either, like scribbling. No, did I do that thing where I put it on the wrong day? Oh no. Oh no. I do this occasionally where I put things on the wrong day. Alright. I don't have a format of how I just do it. I just kind of like write an arrow of like, make sure that's backwards. Darn. Now, how did I do that? Okay, well, it'll be alright. I know people use like whiteout and stuff. I just don't do that in my HIYOKO. I don't even know. That'd be a good thing to like ask and figure out if HIYOKOs do whiteout very well. I don't really know actually the answer to that. If anybody's watching this VOD or is live could tell me that, that'd be great. It's something to really like ask myself because I don't know, to be honest with you. So I can indicate to myself that that is not the actual day. You're on the wrong day, man. You're on the wrong day, person. And just a heads up for folks, I am the timer says we have about 7 minutes left of this round. Okay. My arrows, and that'll be done for that week. No, I lost my page! Oh no! Where the chum bucket am I? Okay. Very cool, we cleared out this week, awesome. Let's see how I can far and get November before timer goes off. I was about to like start saying the months in Spanish. I was like, nope. Not that like I couldn't, it just my brain was like, that might not be the way to do it. In terms of like saying it right. Brain. My language learning is still, that's something I think. There it goes. Went out finally again, but one thing I definitely want to work on for next year, one of my goals, is to be a little bit better about language learning. That was something I wanted to do this year, but it did not happen. But I think I'm going to be better about trying to switch up hobbies, like scheduling things, and be more realistic. I think streaming has forced me to be more realistic, along with like work responsibilities in general always makes me be realistic about like, no. But I just gotta be more realistic because I want to do all the things I'm excitable. Like I get excited, but I have to like, I've been a lot better over the last, especially over these last few years, about like timing myself better so I can achieve certain goals. So I have my books and things, but there's a couple other things I want to get first to help me with that. Try to catch my alarm before it goes off so y'all don't have to hear it on the microphone as the background music's also playing, because it might be really obnoxious. When is that? The rest of this year doesn't look that bad just looking at this, but I think it's just being better about timing of things, giving myself more time to rest my hands and like my body. I've gotten better with knowing myself in terms of that too, which I highly recommend you get used to knowing, which I got this from friends and community of like knowing when your body is the most efficient versus when your body needs to not. And I know that sounds like very woo, but I think it for me means that like what's the best way I can describe this? Being very in tune with yourself means you know when you're supposed to do things and when you're not. And I think that's hard because I think intuitively we're not taught to do that, or at least some of us are not given the ability to tap into that more because of circumstances, and sometimes you're just not given the privileges to be able to tap more into that. But I think the more that you can really make sure you're taking care of yourself in the way that makes sense to your rhythm, definitely do that. I was gonna say circadian rhythm because I can go down the neuroscience track of where my brain is thinking, but I feel like I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole and it's just gonna be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, listen, neuroscience. Like, some of my thoughts are also informed, again, like I say all the time on socials, of me learning way too much science. So. Sorry, I had like a notification on my phone, so I was just checking it. Okay, we got 45 seconds on the dot. I think I will pause on the Hobonichi Den as the timer clocks and then switch over to my studying. I want to get fully through it, but that's okay. Time marker is about to go off in like 18 seconds. Do I not have a bookmark, ma'am? I'm like, excuse me? It'd be helpful. It's like stationary stuff, but I also need to like buy. I feel like I want to buy a bookmark just for my Hobonichi. I know that sounds like extra because I have like bookmarks from things, but it's not to me anyway. Okay, I'm just bookmarking the fact that like I need to the rest of November. Yeah, probably tomorrow or tonight. I'll probably do that after stream. I want to kind of get started with studying for my exams instead of like writing. So I make major headway. Alright, so we're gonna take like I set my timer for like a 5-minute break. Or maybe actually, no, I did say it would do 45 minutes and then like 15-20 minute break. I'm gonna do 15 minutes of a break to pause. So for those of you who are following along in terms of the VOD, I've started a 15-minute timer so that way folks can like do a bio break or stretch or do what you need to do or just kind of plan out and pause for a second. I know folks may have heard this fact, but I do believe in terms of the science of it, or at least a recommendation that folks can implement as a practice if it works for them. But you can do like 50-minute increments of work and then 10 to 20 minutes of a pause. That way you kind of give your brain time to soak in, do stuff, but also just get mandatory time off. So your brain can kind of, rest, you can stretch, you can do some wrist exercises. I'm doing some of those right now, for example, and though you can't see me. And then, do something that would help in terms of getting into the flow. So I'm trying to be a lot better about that and will implement too. So, again, with the code working streams, I'm going to be mindful of just trying to give those breaks and such too. I want to turn off my mic. I like one on lunch. Also, like, having thoughts of like what I want to do during a break. And also, folks, let me know in terms of how this feels so far. I could be more quieter, less quiet, whatever works in terms of thinking. I'm just free flowing in terms of the co-working stream today, and going from there. I appreciate folks in terms of some of the things that aren't working today too. Also, highly recommend wrist exercise, especially if you're like me and you use your hands a lot. I do not take that lightly in terms of like the ability to do a lot of dope things with my hands. I was looking for my compression gloves today too, because I do wear compression socks and gloves. So again, trying to be mindful of like things I do. So I do a lot of stuff. I also weightlift, and I want to get better at stretching because I don't want my body to not be as nimble as I age. But yeah, just be like better in terms of exercises. Because when you weightlift, you need to stretch. Your body will get stiff from like doing all that lifting. So, which is like the most not part. I feel like I didn't really explain myself well, but basically you want to stretch if you do a lot of weightlifting. So, but that partly contributes to my problem where I don't stretch as much as I should, even though I weightlift a lot. So I do think along with like language learning, I want to incorporate maybe a yoga or stretching exercise in my regular routines. But we'll see. There's a lot of like planning. I feel like when you hit like your 30s, you have to reassess a lot of stuff. Well, maybe not a lot of stuff. I'm just trying to reassess right now. So, but yeah, I couldn't find my compression gloves, which I'm trying to not hurt my hands because, again, that sharp pain I had during those straight roads was like wild. It comes on and off, but I realize I have to be really careful when I do some of the exercises that I do because it's just not. It's not good. And then we'll probably do maybe another 30 to 45 minute sprint, and then we'll take a break before going into Hades. So I think like 2-3 hour intervals of studying is the best to do, and then taking like a break to game, and then I'll probably off stream study some more. But this will be the format generally for my co-working streams. It's like, again, most of my streams are going to be about an hour or two, if not 3 hours tops. I know I made this stream and the last stream a bit longer because I did cancel a lot of streams. I do need to adjust the ones for this week. But yeah, I'm trying to be a bit better about just timing. And in general, I just don't think it's effective to study longer time over a shorter period of time. It's better to study longer over a longer period of time. But I'm trying to study to be more effective and see what happens. If not, exams will be there, so. Not that I'm saying it like, I'm just saying in terms of general. It's not worth stressing myself so much. I can work hard and do what I can with the time I have left. Also, I'd love for folks to, in terms of today's stream, if there's some dope music that you have recommendations for, let me know. I'm always a fan of recs of music from folks because I love music. So, right now, I'll probably be better about this, but my main way I discover music a lot of the times now is Spotify. And just perusing the internet. Pretty consistent to genres I do like, but I like a lot of stuff. So pretty open to things, and I listen to a lot of like. Someone told me I listen to a lot of Kingdom Hearts-esque music because of the way it feels like you'd be like taking a nap or floating to the songs that I like. I don't know. I think that's a way to describe some of the music I love, but I just thought that detail was very interesting. So I thought I would share that. But yeah, music recs, I'm always here for it. And I do really love to share music, so I do want to share music with people in the future, as I have done in the past. think I've said this on the internet too, but I try to make Sundays my planner days. I know a lot of people do that, but I try to make Sundays my plan days. And Saturdays are, Saturdays. Do I need to go grab some juice? The conundrums I have. I don't know if I should. I might grab juice at the end of the second round so that I have something to drink during Hades. But I'll make sure to not tap myself out when I'm drinking. I feel like that's gonna be disturbing, so. Where there's the ice is melted and it's not lemonade, it's just watery lemon. Which watery lemon isn't necessarily bad, but exercises during the break to just make sure things are decent. Also, I know that they brought out Splatfest. I'm tempted to just see what that is. In terms of, I know these things happen, and I should be more cute as a Nintendo fan, but I'm not. But I want to be. I know when Faye watches this VOD, I'm gonna get the tea, but I want to know. I want to know what it is. I'm going to grab my munchies, and then I'll probably put myself on mute for a second because I don't think y'all want to hear me munch on my food during this little break. We have 3 minutes, by the way, 3 minutes and 23 seconds until Shenangians. So that's my foods. That has a sandwich. Still chewing a little bit, but I'm here. I love how I said that I don't need any more like juice, and I need juice, and we don't have any because all we have is like lemon water. Mistakes were made. Okay. I've got 30 seconds left on the clock, so once it ends, I'll set another timer for so we start gaming around 9-ish. It's in 7 minutes. How do I want to do this? I think, folks, we're gonna do maybe a 30-minute window, make it a little shorter, so that way I can make sure to game by 9:30-ish. Whoop! There it goes. Yeah, we'll do 30 minutes so that way I can play Hades, close to 9:30. So, it's almost the top of the hour here where I'm at, so yeah, we're gonna do maybe like 35 minutes and then we'll get going. So I'm gonna start the timer now. Alrighty. I love how I was like, let me get this book out to study with, and then I completely don't know where my highlighter is. That's wild. And I'm using a blue highlighter because I'm keeping consistent with my colors. Also, when I study, and I know this is a thing people don't want to do because they want to mark up their books, but I actually write in my study materials. That was something I think I learned in one of my English classes a long time ago, and since then it helps keep my brain engaged with the information. So it's a pro tip I would try if you don't mind marking up a book, to just write little notes to yourself so that when you go back and review the material, you kind of have something that is coded to your brain to remember something. At least that's what helps me. Something I learned from one of my neuroscience of, I think, learning classes. But yeah. I'm not sure how far I'll get in 30 minutes. This book is heavy, but I'm grateful I'm giving myself the time finally to study, and I think I'm just going to do that this weekend too in terms of this exam I'm studying for. I need to make flashcards too. I think repetition helps me in terms of learning. Plus, I think a lot of the things too, I have to have a why for why I'm doing them. That's why I think geometry I really liked versus like other things I did. Oh wow, I'm done with this chapter. I guess I was getting close with this one, but I just need to get through the next area. There's no bad. I just need to sit down. Yeah, I'm still debating y'all if I want to get like juice or candy for the Hades part of the stream. Tune in next week to Bag and Ball Seed and I'll figure out whether I'll do that. No, I'm just playing. I really will figure that out. Maybe I might take a pause during our break and go get snack food. It's just kind of wild to think about it with setting in this, and so many things are going to be different in a decade. I don't know, that sounds like not, I mean, that's not like a controversial thing to say, but so much stuff has just changed in the last 3 years that it's always just really wild to take in sometimes. Yeah, we getting juice and some candy. That's happening. I love how that's my brain. It's just like, steady. Candy. Me? Hey. Trying to be consistent on my part. I need to flashcard this section. Also, I probably will, for this, use digital flashcards. I've used those better. I don't think I like paper flashcards, but we'll see how I feel. Yeah, this studying reminds me of why I went into this field. I'm a little geeked out again. It's kind of funny. Or I should say area, but yeah. I love when you're reading something and it just hits you really hard because you're just like, yeah, that's why I like this. I think I set myself up though wrong. That was that like I used to do for color highlighters, and I know that sounds really arbitrary, but I wish I'd use like the same color throughout. Like I used the same markings in terms of my pen, but I used like a different color highlighter. So I'm just like, why did you do this, sis? What was she thinking? for some of the analogies they have in this book to help me do things. I think that'll be better digital. I did say I would have a library kind of feel for my streams for co-streaming, but be mindful, y'all, that like libraries also don't want folks to talk, so it's kind of more of a cafe thing. But yeah, just want to point that out too. And then I think about what I said, I was like, wait a minute, people will kick you out if you talk too much in the library. But yeah. About 17 minutes, 15 seconds left on this round, just to give everybody a heads up. Probably not gonna get to the next chapter, but we'll get about halfway, which is good, making progress. I think what I'll do after I take a break while playing Hades, like I said, is to continue studying. And then we'll play Hades for a while. Then after that, I'll close out the stream in terms of next steps and things, because I will have to update my schedule, I do believe, for this week. So, yeah. To study. I like learning things. This is what this is telling me. having a lot of fun. One thing I will be say though, as we're 12 minutes away from this session, with the second round ending, never stop learning. Even if you're an expert at something, you can always learn something new. So I highly encourage folks, always keep learning. I think it goes along with me saying bloom when you're ready, but always learn. If you can learn something, it'll probably help you down the line, even if you don't think it will. think my highlighter about to die? Oh my mother. Oh. Oh no. No. But why? Darn it. Do I have another highlighter that would work? Dang. I think this is actually about to die, y'all. I was wondering why it was so light. Girl, what? That is wild. My brain wanted to say, I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. It's not even the appropriate way to talk about the fact that my highlighter died. Girl, what? Man, I just said about me not wanting to change colors and it died on me, y'all. Rude. Just rude. I don't like this other one either. I just switched to a pink one and it's like not. It's not what baby needs. I'm gonna pull out. I get stationery in the mail, so I'm pulling out these highlighters I get. Shout out to, I think this was Owl Crate. They sent me highlighters in the mail, so I'm just gonna try out these and see how I like them because they're two-sided. So I'm using like a blue, like a, I want to say like a baby blue. That might be the best word. I'm gonna see how it looks. I might have regrets, but we're doing it. Oh, these are not that bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are pretty. Yeah, I like these. I hate that there's like multiple colors now, but it's okay. Wow. Shout out to Owl Crate. Or it could be Fairy Loot, y'all. I'll drop both, I guess, in the description or on Twitter. I'm on the internet in terms of what I'm talking about, but shout out to them. I got these in their monthly book subscription, and they're really pretty. Wow. Yeah, that color is neat. We stand. I will be using this going forward, I guess, if any of these other highlighters die. So I've become such a stationary person. I'm so proud. I feel like when I go outside, in terms of like just, even just in my backyard, I always seem to have like outings with books, and they nick my legs. It's a thing. highlighter is so pretty, y'all. I'm obsessed. And then on the highlighter, it also says love and madness are 2 stars on the same side. Yeah, I can dig it. I think we are 2 minutes and 40 seconds left at this time, so like I said, I knew I wasn't going to get through this chapter, but I think I'm making some headway, which feels good. So I probably will spend more time, dedicate time to study these chapters, read books, and then take these exams for prep, but I feel good, making some progress. Of what I need. Time stamper on my page that I'm left up on. Yeah, I think I probably should have just done more studying with this than getting my Hobonichi, but it's okay. I think we did pretty good though today. Yeah. Any highlighting and reading through this? We probably needed to do a little bit more in terms of this, but it's okay. I do need to get in this. I need to finish this by tomorrow. But I need to get to the other book for Monday. Feels impossible to do, but never say never. Do the thing. There's gonna be strict this week, or attempt to be. So I want to pass. Send out good vibes me, folks. Alrighty. Yeah. I feel productive. 30 seconds left on the clock, so if anybody's doing something, you can get towards wrapping it up. And then I will talk a little bit, set the timer for about 15 minutes for a little like brain dump, and then we'll move forward. All right. Yeah, congratulations. We did it. Let me start the timer for 15 minutes. Huzzah. All right. How did that feel? Hope folks got some stuff done or able to be productive within, you know, we did 45, 30 minutes, so that's about what, maybe like an hour and 15 minutes of a little bit of breaking with me talking here and there and such. So I hope that felt good, or, you know, even if you just chose to just like listen to me and just chill out, kind of like, you know, meditate or something, that's cool too, whatever works. Yeah, again, I think for me, I should have probably done more studying than being in my Hobonichi, but I think I got enough done in there to be able to finalize that tonight or tomorrow, and then study for exams. So I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, folks like, you know, these sessions, I'll make sure to have music going, probably the BGM from that I've mentioned before. And then, like I said, by the end of this year, I'll have some more assets, including music myself. So folks can look forward to that. But yeah, we're just gonna give it like 15 minutes. I probably will wrap some stuff closer to maybe 2 minutes before the alarm goes off, maybe even 5, to just make sure I can grab like candy and some juice or something while I'm gaming with Hades. But hope folks like this in terms of just, again, whether you're live right now or watching the VOD, just having like a little bit of a co-working space in a way that makes sense. Yeah, I think if I do decide to do the hand crams and do it that way, I'm hoping folks will be able to watch along as I'm doing things with my setup, but I also think this format's not too bad too, so just let me know in terms of folks thinking. Of course, I want to be respectful and thoughtful of that, as usual. Yeah. I'm gonna try to see if I can, like, oh gosh, move a little bit and, like, do more wrist exercises in between the breaks. Oh! Well, during the breaks. My hands feel a lot better, so I think I'm happy about that, so I'm not, like, stressing myself out for Hades. I will say for Hades, I did look up some mechanics of the game. It plays, I think, like Cult of the Lamb, which that comes to mind because I actually joined in on a mutual a mutual stream. If you haven't checked him out, Ionix, they're on Twitter. I was sitting in their stream and having a lot of fun, and they were playing Cult of the Lamb, and I want to say Hades plays like that game. So that was a lot of fun to watch and talk to folks. I will say for a lot of people, I do jump on their streams, lurking or like chatting. I just try to be there for mutuals in the streaming world because, I mean, there's a lot of really cool people with dope things they're doing and games they're playing. I just want to cheer them on and watch them game. So, yeah, that's my ethos that I probably like illustrated already, but yeah. So I'm excited though. I really need to get better too, along with my Hobonichi, once I like get my own work stuff in there and then maybe plan out some stuff for exams. I'm probably gonna start putting people's streams back in my calendar. I used to do that so I could make sure I could see them when they happen, but like I just need to be better about it. I fall off because there's so many streamers. It's not possible to be at everybody's streams, but I do want to watch folks, and I do want to collab with people. I cannot express enough how I do want to collaborate with people. I just, like I said on my Twitter, I need to take some time because I be a shy bean. Nah, I'm kidding. I want to get to know people in a way that's respectful. So I do want to game with folks. I just need to do what works for me as usual. So. Yeah, I'm doing more hand exercises. I do have like wrist toys that helps with that. I need to get those out too. I'm just trying to do like the ones that I know in terms of like my hands, and then I might get one of those out in terms of grip just to make sure my hands are rested for Hades. And yeah, I think the moral of the story for me in my 30s so far is like they say, take care of your health. I'm really grateful. I've technically always been health conscious and been privileged to be able to do that, and I recognize, like, again, able-bodiedness is not guaranteed, so, you know, I'm not gonna act like, you know, we're not all gonna get older and be aging and human, but I think I've been really grateful that I'm able to genuinely be able to adjust things and be decently okay, besides some of the shenanigans that do happen when they do, but I'm just grateful for that, honestly. I do not take that lightly. So unfortunately, the world's not as accessible as it could be for everybody. Oh man, I love wrist exercises. They just feel so good. Like I said, I gotta stretch more. That's my entire body. It's not just my wrists. I really need to like stretch in general. I don't know how long I'll play Hades. I'll see how I feel. I don't really know what to expect in terms of the gameplay either. I just like, I don't know. I don't really know what to expect because again, I'm not trying to look up games that I'm playing because I don't want to I don't want to spoil it and I don't want to give y'all a fake reaction. But yeah, I don't know. I do know for the game they did say that you should talk to everybody, which I've been doing, and I do that by default anyway. But I do know you should talk to people. I think there's like certain weapons you should get when you do runs, and you know, be mindful of like items you can get. I don't know anything else besides that, so if we die, we die. I guess. But I don't also have the game controller I need to play right now, so I will do that. Probably. Oh my god, probably later this month, something like that. We'll figure it out. But I'll probably get a game controller to use with my setup because I think that would probably maybe help me be a little bit more nimble in games. Because y'all saw on No Straight Roads, I kept dying because, like I said, mouse and keyboard is not the best sometimes. I don't play FPS games that much, but I do think if I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 14 and 16, I do think I should get a controller. So we'll see how that goes, but it's kind of my thinking right now. Yeah. What I'll do, y'all, is there's 7 minutes left on the timer. I'm actually going to be right back. I'm gonna go grab some juice. I'm gonna do some wrist exercises. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the wrist toys so I can do those while I'm walking around getting juice. And then I'll switch to Hades on the gaming screen. So I will be back in like 5-ish minutes. I'm gonna wait till the timer gets to 5 minutes on the top, and then we'll get going at that point. And again, I don't know how I'm gonna play Hades. I'm gonna try to do as long as I can. But yeah, we're gonna see how that goes and go from there. Cause yeah, we've been here for about a good 2 hours, so maybe like a 30 minutes to an hour left would be good. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm not gonna promise anything. I'm just gonna try to do what feels good, as usual on my streams. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll do that to give folks 5 minutes to if they want to like go grab something before I start gaming, and we'll go from there. And then after I again do Hades, I will call it a night. I'll do some quick run-throughs and talk about my schedule for this upcoming week since tomorrow's Sunday, and we'll go from there in terms of what's up ahead. So I'm really excited though in terms of what's to come. Yeah. Plus my VTuber 2D mama has a I have a sibling, so I'm excited. As well as my VTuber mama has her 2.0 debut, but she's also a streamer, so again, please, I have all my tags and stuff for everybody's involved in terms of all the assets and things I have, so please check them out whenever you can. I'm just excited for what's to come. As well as there's some mutuals too, like my technically is rigger / VTuber Papa. He's doing some really great work rigging some other folks in terms of their designs, as well as there's some other streamers like Bevilian VT who will be streaming very soon. So I'm excited about that. Then there's other folks on Twitch like Ian Quest. I've talked about Ionix. I've talked about a lot of people. So hey, I will be better about tagging people after stream, because I just will probably be highlighting a lot of folks that I appreciate and love and are really dope. So look forward to that. Anyway, I will be right back. I'm gonna go get some juice, like I said. Woo! My bad. I'm gonna get some juice, and we'll transition to Hades, and it'll be lit. So thank you for those of you who joined this part. If you don't want to stay for the gaming part, that's fine. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you've appreciated the time to co-work with me and appreciate that. Always open the comments, feedback, and thoughts. And then we will transition to the game so folks can watch me game a little bit tonight. So yeah, see you in a little bit. Okay. I know the caption should be working now, but I'm hoping the game people can see. But if not, let me know if I'm lying to you. Looks good on my end though. So yeah, I think I might just adjust it just a little bit. Just want to make sure folks can see it okay, so let me transition one more time. Alright, I think we're set. Pardon me for the slight delay, everybody. We had some pet issues, a little bit of vomit. I stepped in some cat vomit, so that was not fun, and apologies for grossing anybody out. So instead of me doing stretches and just getting juice, I got juice and ice cream to be able to manage in terms of shenanigans today. So appreciate folks in terms of flexibility with that. I'm just gonna adjust my windows really quick in terms of the sizing with the game right now. I think I want the display a little bit smaller on my end. Yeah. I don't think it'll really impact y'all, but on my end, I'm still getting my screen set up a little bit for my big computer for streaming, so I just want to adjust the settings on my end so I can actually like be a little bit more nimble in terms of my like screen display right now. So, otherwise, folks, I hope can hear everything okay. I'm trying to make sure the sound's good on my end, but I think we should be set. Just gonna make sure folks can handle that, and then we should be good to go. All right. Again, captions are at the top of the screen. It should be going. Again, I apologize I didn't have captions going for the co-working stream part of today's stream, but I'll make sure again to be a bit better about that. Let me know if the color or the positionality of my captions is not great. I've left them at the top part of my screen to essentially allow people to be able to oh wait, my display is actually a little wonky. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this just a little bit. Just a tile. Yeah. Let's do the transition one more again. Okay, I'm just gonna do it one more time again. Turn the transition. We should be good to go. Okay, cool. I just want folks to let me know what's the most accessible in terms of color and the sizing of the captions. I just want to make sure folks, again, who need them can have them on stream. I do know YouTube provides closed captions for videos and streams for folks, but I just want to have this option during my live stream so people who do need those or want the captions or just want subtitles as they watch me that they can. So yeah, alrighty. I think we're all set. I have ice cream and jizz and I still have snack food, so we're just gonna get right into things.
That really hurt.
Oh shoot, did it really respawn me after I died? Ha! Rude. Sexy and rude. Okay, I'm just trying to... Sorry, I'm just doing one last adjustment. Okay. One thing with bobber. Alright, cool. I think we're Gucci. We're all Gucci, goody in a hoodie. I say goody in a hoodie because I love hoodies, but anyway. Oh, I'm like, why am I clicking on you?
Those wretched louds just killed you dead that time. Those mean old slappy guys? Maybe try killing them beforehand. I don't know.
You'll hear slight munching noises because I am eating ice cream. Or at least ice stuff.
Right.
Well, like, kind of like, icy ice cream. Kind of like that.
Pardon the interruption, everyone.
Father, what happened to the lounge? The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you sealed it shut.
I've already said this before, but I really appreciate the story in this game.
Oh, I had little choice about that boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes. Who else? It's fortunate that Cerberus has calmed himself since then. Come to his senses, I should say. May you yet come to yours.
Well, I'm gonna talk to the dog.
How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All 3 mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
If I don't pet your other heads, don't bite my arm off. Deal? Achilles, is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your lord father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried father's going to fire her even without something like this.
I think I also saw too that Supergiant Games plans to actually release a sequel to this, and I already have it on my Steam wish list, so that's happening.
How goes it, Shades?
Wait, what?
If I sit down, I won't want to get back up.
Why is he me? No, I'm just playing. Well, half not though, because real talk, I do be wanting to like, when I be cozy, I be cozy.
No time to rest.
All right, then we could just do that. That's cool.
What's that there? Something from the Fates.
Oh, can I change the color of stuff? Well, that's neat. I don't think I have anything for this though right now. Just looking. Okay, we'll come back, I guess.
Wonder where Nyx went.
Okay, I can go back to this room. I think he uses he pronouns. Right? Yeah. Okay, I can't level up anything. Alright, I guess. Wait, what's that?
Can't sleep.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Huh?
Hey. Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly. How's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I don't remember having you on payroll.
Excuse me.
Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
If you insist.
I want the stabby thing. Can I do the stabby spear thing?
Can't open this yet.
I am sad.
Prestigious blade of the underworld. I need your strength.
That one, huh?
Excuse you, sir. I like stabby swords. Don't come for me. was I not supposed to do that? I just did it because, like... Oh. I guess you just don't die. Not that I want you to, but I didn't know that.
Just need to get from here across all that.
I promise I won't do it every time where I go over here, but I just really like, again, the scenery. And I've said that before on stream, but I just had to do it again. Okay. Escaping. I guess we're gonna try this one more time.
A divine arrow. There's only one heavenly archer I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I heard about you. Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
The power of the hunt sounds like good company to keep. You're nothing.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot they have like the things in here where you can read. So if you're watching this on VOD, you can pause. I think I got Scully, and I think I also got Artemis. So hopefully I flashed over them enough to where you can be able to read them if you like on VOD. And if you're watching live, I hope you were able to see that for a little bit. Alright. Oh dang, there were some things I gotta roll. Shoot! What am I talking about? I want to break things.
A gift.
You can definitely tell I play a paladin in D&D because I always just like, I'm always really good about those types of things.
What now?
I'm smashing everything now, I'm sorry. I just want to. I think I said before that I wouldn't, but I'm just gonna break everything. I feel like if there's something that I don't have, I want to make sure I don't miss it. And I think my paladin's coming out where I think I'm just a brawler or an archer. So, oh, let's not do that. I know better now.
Brimstones.
These aren't that bad. Oh man. I'm a little bit more quiet because I'm trying to get a lot better at Hades. But so far it's not horrible. I think I used to play to my strengths, which is I'm very much a brawler. I think you kind of saw that with my No Straight Roads. That's why if I play Final Fantasy, now that I think about it, 14, I'm probably gonna play like a paladin or something akin to that. But don't quote me.
Centaur heart. That ought to keep me going for a bit.
Oh yay. I love getting a little bit of heal recover. It's always amazing. I want to go over there, but I feel like if I go over here, there'll be less enemies. But watch me get myself hurt because I made up that lie. Really? Oh, man. I lied. Dumas failed. Like a white. Ooh, shoot. And I gotta be better about using the environment to my advantage. Because let me tell you how the game has set you up for that. This game is a lot of fun, though.
Gemstones. I'll take them.
Okay. I try one of my like voice acting like voices. Well, it's not really voice acting. It's like, "Hi, welcome back." Yeah, I officially have switched from co-streaming to playing Hades. So I'm now doing Shenangians, getting more comfortable with the game. So it's lovely to have you back. Let's see. Mortals cherish these stones of many brilliant colors, going to lengths to excavate them from the earth, to steal them, to be blunt, from the rightful domain of Master Hades. The Master also values them, for light exists in limited supply down here, and light refracted through a gemstone's facets is most valuable of all. I feel like there's gonna be, if there was gonna be a voice acting for this, it'd be something like out of, I'm thinking of Sinbad, if not like Hercules or something, but I'm here for Greek mythology. And I haven't died, so I'm proud of myself. I need more heal. Can somebody give me like hearts to heal? Like, please? I'm doing great.
Pests.
What in the freak is... Oh! Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, you're gonna... Okay. Oof.
Absorb my blow.
Kidding? I'm not a fan of these things. Ooh! Ugh! Jeez. Oh man, okay. Yeesh. Alright, we gotta get rid of these things. Okay. Not a huge fan of that.
Vitality.
Thank you, cause yikes on bikes forever. Okay. I'm really proud of myself for making it this far without getting completely shanked. We're doing good though. Man, I don't like them. Okay. Section. There's so many in this room, I hate it. Ah, dang it. I'm glad I actually can get more heal over time, because holy crap, man. This game also reminds me, I'm definitely gonna watch Castlevania, which by the way, I have not caught up on that, I'm behind, but I do want to watch it. It looks great. I have no business watching things like that because clearly I'm not like a horror pro. Oh my yikes! Ooh. I might be dying soon. I should leave. I should use my dash more. Clearly I'm not wanting to game, gamers. Come on. I think I can make it, maybe? Maybe? Woof! Hey! That's awesome. I did see like Castlevania feels from folks like yourself. So I think it's partly y'all's influence too that I want to watch it because it just looks good and the amount of melanin in that show, I'm here for forever. If you give me melanated characters, I'm gonna watch it. That's just how it works. Money or whatever the thing is over there. I'm gonna do the money.
I think I hear the river.
Wait, they're not. Oh.
Kieran's shop.
My power up.
Not enough coin.
What do you mean? I hate it!
Much better.
I wanted to buy more things. Why would you set me up, sir? Okay.
Why, good to see you, Kieran, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights. Sure is awfully convenient to be running a deal.
But Castlevania looks really good. I mean, I still do like horror adjacent shows like vampires and stuff. I think because Halloween's coming up, I think I'm definitely gonna be watching it. I have seen a lot of the first season. I don't think I've seen the second one. Sorry, I was eating my ice cream thinking it'd be a longer dialogue and it wasn't, so I set myself up for failure. Exactly. The level of melanin in this new season is amazing. And I will always watch a show if there's like a lot of melanated people.
Lies sprawled about, available for sale to
Oh.
be willing to quench the boatman's great thirst for riches.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to tackle their dialogue. I have cotton candy ice, like an ice cream essentially. My cat vomited, so I was supposed to just get juice and like do my arm things once we were taking a break after co-streaming, and I was like, you know what, I want to get ice cream because that did not need to happen.
Gone this far.
I'm of course more concerned about my cat than anything. He should be alright. His stomach's wasn't liking his little kibbles and bits today. But yeah, I like ice cream. Typically vegan ice cream. Really good. Oh no. I kind of want to lure one of y'all over here. Oh, I always do that where I want to attacking the wrong way. And then that happens. Because then I hurt myself. Ooh. Oh, lovely. Nice. I'm trying to think. I feel like I need to do that. That is a great choice. I was saying I need to do in terms of like something I was thinking about in terms of trying to get them. Oh, sorry, my brain was like responding and also trying to like think about what I was gonna say. My bad. It just brain did brain things just now. But no, thank you. My cat is definitely he'll be alright. It was just a bit wild because I went downstairs to get snacks, like I said, or get what I was getting, and then I completely stepped in cat vomit. I was like, oh, that's not what I was anticipating this evening. But he's okay. I'm very much a cat mama, so I'm gonna make sure he alright. But thank you, I appreciate it. 'Cause I do love my cat. Stomach issues right now.
A trident.
But once he gets cuddles and pet rubs and nose rubs, he'll be alright. He's spoiled. He's so spoiled.
Then, in the name of Hades.
Do I get more powers? Neat.
uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
I kinda just wanna make myself super buff.
Looks like I caught a big one. The power of the sea should be of help.
My cat is a short-haired Persian. Because my family loves Persians. So we got him because, we just love cats. And my mom loves Disney. And she loves the movie The Aristocrats, which has a Persian. So I think, along with being a nerd, because my parents are both nerds, I think I was destined to be a Persian lover, so he's very cute. He is almost 10. Had him for a long time. He's very cute though, and very sassy. If I had to mark him as who I think he would be if he was a real person, he'd be like Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. He's just very like grumpy.
You really think you can get out of here?
What do you mean survive for 45 seconds? Excuse me! Just when I think I'm gonna be okay, the game's like, nope. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I just want to refund. I want to refund. Can I just run? Can I just run? I can just run and not attack anything. I don't really care. Woo! Nope. You know, I could just run like a punk for the next 13 seconds.
Got to hold on.
It's cool. I don't gotta hit y'all. I could just bob and weave. Exactly. They are the cutest.
Enough.
That's that.
They are the cutest breed of cat. I love them a lot. They're pretty hypoallergenic, and they're just super nice. The masculine cats are very clingy, and they need pet rubs. So my cat just roll call in the morning. He's like, "Yo, what's good? What's up?" And it's just lit. I love him. He's so cute. But yes, they are adorable over breed, and I highly recommend. Oh shoot! I'm trying to. Eating ice cream, and then I got attacked. Oh dang! I can't survive another attack. Shoot. Survive this. Ah! Dang it! I knew as soon as I said that I was gonna die. I was doing great that run though. What set me up is eating ice cream. That's what I meant.
Skeleton twins.
I mean, I kind of feel his pain. Just a little bit. I'm a little peeved.
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
Also, if you have pets, let me know. I love talking animals with people. Oh, if you have a favorite animal, please let me know. I love that.
I listen.
I love to know that about people.
What? Whoa, you just got killed by one of those bloodless inferno bomber skeleton type guys. Nice. I always wondered what would happen if you just kind of stood around while all their bombs went off.
I finish chewing, and then I get the shadiest thing on this earth, right?
Okay.
was quick. What news, boy? Ready to give up or no?
Rude. No.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Lucky I've got other family who believe in me.
Ooh, family drama. I don't suspect just much,
Be
though.
careful whom you give your trust. My brothers frolic on Olympus while we work, while I work. You're just like them. No wonder they like you.
You keep an eye on Father for me, boy. Don't let him sour up everyone's mood.
Cerberus promises to do exactly that, in his own way.
You don't like it when I pet your other heads, huh? No.
I'm always gonna pet the dog every time I die. I don't care. I also will say at this moment too, in terms of the story, family can be found family. They don't have to be blood related. I'm just saying.
I've not seen him around here in some time. He's still paying his dues.
That I believe he is, lad. Your father, he was none too pleased with him last time I saw him here. I tried my best to simmer down the situation, but you know how it goes. I hope your father cuts his sentence short.
I hope so too. If you do see him, tell him I said hi.
I might do maybe 1 or 2 more runs before I call it. But we'll see how I feel. Can I renovate anything?
That's a lot of gemstones.
Sorry. That is, I'm sorry, the way he said that was hilarious. He's like, yeah, I don't.
Let's go with this one then. This color ought to suit the hole back there.
It was perfectly acceptable before.
Wait a minute, did I not notice this thing down here?
Hey, the lounge is open.
I did not.
The prince himself. You want to talk to me? Me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I just wanted to say the lounge looks wonderful, as good as new. Better. I hope it's not been too much trouble patching up.
I have to clean the rafters.
Thanks for all your hard work.
I mean, our protagonist is very attractive, so I can understand the slight freak out.
Lord adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord Hades best of all.
Won't ever see my face up on that wall, I guess. Greetings, broker.
Oh. Okay, so I guess we could trade things now. Anything down here?
Greetings, chef.
I'm guessing it's a game where if the more times you play through the speed runs, the more likely you'll get the story and then, like, see what's going on, I guess.
I am well. Well, thank you for your remembering me, child.
Thank you, Nix.
Oh. Well, I love that. Oh, it's getting expansive.
The Mirror of Night.
I really want this. I'm gonna keep doing Shadow Presence and Chronic Vitality because I just need to be able to brawl out.
I think.
But that's probably maybe not the best strategy. I don't know. I feel like I need some heal, but that's also me too. Can I not get this again on this run? Oh, that's no fun. Rude. What is this?
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly. in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
Okay.
It's not that orderly, really. Let's go, Coronact.
Care for a warm-up with that?
You know, I really should have used Nova Strike. This is what I did in Nova Strike Heroes, where I have all these great attack abilities and I don't use them. Well, we gotta stop doing that, y'all.
Time to go. Lord Poseidon.
I have to tell you something, little Hades. My relatives and I, we've been holding back one of our greatest gifts to see if you were worthy. And you are. My aid is yours. So call me if you need anything, especially to smash your enemies to bits.
Oh, what's this?
Oh!
The wrath of Poseidon at my beck and call.
F. Okay. Oh! I just ran right into that monster. Not a good idea. Don't do what I do, kids.
Each time the prince delves back into the underworld, its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to perhaps map it out.
Sexy.
Built to ensure no one gets out. We'll see about that.
I really do like the protagonist. I know why people like him. I get it. I get it now. Not that I didn't get it before, but I get it. I'm definitely buying a sequel. Ain't no way I'm not buying a sequel. Ooh, I ran right into that. Why did I do that? Whoops.
Give dust. Let's deal some death.
I guess as you progress, you get stronger.
More brimstones.
Shoot, I didn't mean to do that, but I had to kind of fire a little bit.
It was even easier to track you down this time.
So you got me down because I've been hit so many times? That's just rude, but thank you, Artemis.
The hunt is on.
Okay, but I'm about to die, Artemis. Could you have come a little bit sooner? That'd have been great. Hey, we're gonna die probably in the next run. Next room. I'm saying it's not sexy anymore. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Cries of battle. This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Aries! Sorry.
Plans for someone born in hell itself? You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
This means war. One more chamber.
Okay, but boy, you about to die. We not doing too hot right now, boy. Well, we're gonna go out in flame of glory. I guess we're gonna do this in this room for sure. Ain't no way. Oh, and y'all got shields? Yikes. Yikes on bites. I mean, there was just no way. There was absolutely no way. We were not making it out of that alive. Yeah. Stop with the sharp, stabby noises. Yeah, I'll probably do one more solid run and then I'll call it. Just cause.
Oh, hey there, Doozer. How's your endless toil treating you?
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, keep an eye on the procession line before Lord Hades, like you were supposed to?
Oh, that's no problem. I can definitely do that. I'll just add it to the list.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Get on it, Hypnos.
Oh! The shade from folks in this game is hilarious. I'm sorry.
Pathetic.
Dang. That's your child.
So how did it go? How did you die ignobly this time, pray tell? Cerberus and I can't wait to hear the tale.
Oh wait, hold on a second, y'all. I need to see something really quick. Is my background music still playing while I'm doing this? I'm so sorry, y'all. If y'all been hearing that at the same time. Well, that's very awkward. Sorry about that, everybody, in terms of the background music. You shouldn't hear it anymore. You should be actually hearing my stream. So that's awkward, but that's okay. Again, learning. Let me just make sure. Yeah, make sure y'all can't hear that no more. And then we can get back to going.
In that case, I'll spare you the details.
Fine. Your failure is quite easily imagined. How often it recurs. Almost as though my realm is built to keep you here. You and every single soul that's ever lived. But by all means, continue struggling.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward that I think I had the background music playing at the same time as the game. So apologies everybody for that in terms of stream. I'll make sure to catch that next time in terms of getting used to things. So, but yeah, I'm still probably gonna do maybe just one more run and then call it a night. Because it's getting late over here. I did want to do some things before I went to bed this evening. So, I mean, at least you'll get to hear one speed run where there isn't like noise in the background.
Happen to know whom I should thank for the weapons just outside my chambers, Achilles?
I'm sure I wouldn't, lad. Though if I happen to run into them, I'll let them know. The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be, in spite of its intended purpose to enliven the house's grim inhabitants.
It's better than nothing. What's in stock?
I'm guessing it changes every time you go through a run, which is cool. Don't know if I did divinations or not.
What am I, composed entirely of gemstones?
I love his sass. I really do.
There is no setback which you cannot overcome.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I did not mean to do that, but I'm glad it was a vibe despite, you know, it meshing with the game audio. But yeah, I love the voice acting, so I'm glad, again, it wasn't too distracting. I do not want to detract from the voice actors and the atmosphere of this game, or any game, honestly. And as I've said on streams, and I'll say this for the VOD too, as I keep going, I will not be talking during dialogue, because I do want to make sure folks get the full breadth and depth of the game. And the voice actors did an amazing job, so I just think I want to make sure folks can like appreciate the voices, because everything is done so well in this game. I love it.
I'll gain more darkness with this.
But I want to use my sword. I know I shouldn't, but I just want to use the sword. I'm sorry. That's probably not like how that works. But I don't know. I know basically the game that when you do see, if anybody does choose to play this game, which I am doing not a contest, but I do have on my Twitter where I have prompts for folks to respond to by the 22nd for folks who want to get a copy of No Straight Roads. I will be giving away a copy of this game too, but if you do buy this game, they do say that you can use you can choose the weapon that's lit up with purple as the weapon to use.
Revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Hey there, Zag man, how's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Leave it to the god of wine to liven things up around here.
Screaming. Yeah, if you buy this game, if you use the weapon when you pick them for your streams, sorry, for your game, for your runs in this game, essentially what happens is that you earn more darkness as you go through each level. So just something to consider as you're thinking about what you're gonna do. As you can see, I do the best with the sword, so I'm just going to the sword, of course. But you don't have to do that. You can be more strategic than me. Oh, I hate when they do that thing where they're like further away. Does nothing for me. I love Dionysus, I think that's how you pronounce his power. I think I only pronounced that right too because I'm a BTS fan. It is a song by them that's titled Dionysus. I need you to get over here. Yeah? No? You gonna come over here? Come on, buddy. I can't attack you if you're over there. Great. Not what I need. Sexy. Dang it. Are you not gonna come over here at all? Oh, come on. Okay. I need you to...
For safekeeping.
Love how man's like, I'm not made of gemstones. We don't got that kind of money up in this place. I think that's hilarious. Like, and we don't have to kind of bank. Yeah, I think I like this Honest's thing where they make them slightly sleepy. Oh, I think I took my foot hit finally. Doing really good this run.
It's just the edge I need. Tuned up.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Brimstones.
Yikes.
The underworld's power.
I'm going to the hearts because we need to be able to heal. Oh, I hate these things. Oh gosh, there's so many. Ouch. Where did you go? I was like, where is this one at? Jeez.
Better.
Well, that was kind of a nightmare. Jeez. We're gonna do money. I don't think I got any money, but we gonna do the money stuff.
I can use this. Got to say, you are a sight for sore eyes there, Charon. So, looks like you're selling. Is that it? You come to help me out? Brilliant.
Some skulls.
Easy. Thought I won't miss a couple coins. You and me.
Oh man, these dudes again. man. I'm gonna really take damage on.
Had enough?
Oh.
It is my solemn wish, dear Zagreus, that eventually we settle up our differences with your Lord Father. But for now, we fight.
I'm doing that.
The Thunder God's might.
The petty of getting hit by lightning after hitting me. Oh man.
Do your worst. Bottle of nectar. Who should I give this to?
We got a lot more foes I need to actually go through in the menu. Yeah, this game is actually a lot of fun. I don't have any qualms about it either. Played some really good games so far this year. Even though I'm like late. A lot of games I've played have been out for a while. But it's okay. I just want to play games that I enjoy. Oh shit. Not this stuff again. Didn't want to do that. Oh, I was stuck. Oh my goodness. And that didn't help either. I'm gonna die.
How?
You know, that's completely valid of why I died. It's not the enemies that's gonna murk me. It's always gonna be something
Spikes
really
continue to be
clumsy.
painful.
Like spikes. But okay. Let me transition us to the chat screen because I think I'm gonna stop it here in terms of game. Let me do that. Da 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 da. Gonna go to the chat screen. Transition. Alright then. We're gonna turn good old Hades off. I be playing too much and this is what happens. This is what happens when I be playing too much. I be dying and it just be like, oh. Let me turn the background music up. I think folks should hear it on there then now. But yeah, I feel pretty good. I mean, I think I'm gonna probably be doing some work and like setting up a better schedule, but I did get some stuff done that was really awesome. And then I got the game for a little bit and I'm getting a little bit better at Hades in terms of the gaming. I think I will get a controller and at least gotta find my combustion clubs too. But overall, I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, it's not too hard once you get used to it. And I think for the first couple levels, of course, it's hard because you're not as beefed up. But once you get enough skills and you get more powers from the gods, you and the folks working with them, you start getting a feel of the story and then you start getting a feel of the gameplay, which I think is really good. I like games that kind of build up the lore and characters so you get immersed. But yeah, I hope folks enjoyed my stream tonight. I went for a good, man, we've been doing for like 3 hours. So I definitely went 30 minutes longer than I usually will, but you know, hey, it's awesome. Let me see before we call it. I'm gonna do a couple of closing thoughts. Overall, again, I think Hades is a great game. I really appreciate folks who stayed or listened in terms of the co-working stream. Again, I hope people enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any feedback or thoughts, of course, in terms of the format or things that you want to do, as well as the music, anything and everything in terms of what makes sense. Would be awesome to hear from folks in terms of how we're gonna do things. For this upcoming week, I do have another co-working stream tomorrow. I didn't plan to game, but yeah, I do plan to have another co-working space tomorrow around 2 o'clock. I might have to adjust that a little bit. Let me actually see. Trying to make sure I have my schedules correct so I don't like conflict with things going on. Yeah, so I might adjust my co-working stream tomorrow to be maybe a little bit earlier. But we'll see. I'm probably gonna adjust that and announce it maybe not tonight. If not tonight, earlier tomorrow, because I want to make sure I'm not conflicting with other things. But I think, have on my schedule for this week a co-working stream tomorrow. So we might do what we do today, maybe do like 30 minutes of a game. So we might play a little bit of Hades. If not, you know, we'll figure it out. But I think the format of doing a co-working stream for a little bit and then playing a game will be great. And then Wednesday and Thursday of this week, actually, I'm looking at the wrong schedule. I'm so sorry. I updated my schedule because I realized that when I beat No Straight Roads, yeah, we beat No Straight Roads, so the schedule is different. So let me actually just update on Twitter instead of saying on stream what my schedule is, because I think I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm so sorry, y'all. But either way, I hope folks enjoyed themselves this evening. I will post my streams for this week, this evening, if not tomorrow morning. I will be doing at least, I want to say at least a co-working stream this week, if not playing some games. I do want to let folks know I will be switching out, I think, since I finished No Straight Roads, I will switch out for Sea of Stars, I think I'm going to play this month, as well as Vinba. Those are the games I really want to play. I've seen them, they're really awesome. I love pixel games. And I might do my 2D VTuber self for Vinba, because it's more of a story-driven game with food. So look forward to that, of course, this upcoming month. But I think that's what I have on my schedule. And then I will keep playing Hades. I do want to give folks a preview, as I think I've shared online on Twitter as well. I do plan to play Final Fantasy 14. I do want to play with games with folks online. I heard there's a lot of people in their 30s and 40s who play Final Fantasy 14, so I kind of want to check that out. But I do want to play MMORPG. I think Final Fantasy 14 would be fun. And then I want to play Final Fantasy 16. An announcement came out that the game would be actually coming on the PC with some DLCs. I have played, I haven't played through the story, I've watched it, but I haven't finished the game watch through. So even if I finish the game watch through, I'm still going to play it for myself, and actually do maybe the DLCs as well. I might also I'm still debating myself if I'll do the DK West parts in No Straight Words on like a short stream or something. Maybe like a 30-minute session or something, I don't know. I might not do it tomorrow, because unless I find my compression grabs, I don't want to like have to do the DDR stuff without the controller. But we'll see. I'll let y'all know. But otherwise, that's what's upcoming for me. I am going to participate in some events soon. I'm trying to work some things out, but I'm trying to apply and do some stuff with folks. There's a mutual aid October event that I'm hoping to do, which I'll give more details once I get them and try to get myself together. But yeah, I'm hoping this year, like I said, I'm not gonna rush any collabs or anything, but I want to do some stuff, so stay tuned for that. I'll work out the details. I just want to give folks a heads up. Otherwise, yeah, I will definitely share asset updates as they come. I have some really dope things in the works for folks. I have some 2D and some pixel assets coming. I have music coming. I will have emotes, and I'm hoping to get more art this year. And then I do want to plan out my streams for the next couple of months for this quarter, and then hopefully I will plan out my streams for next year, starting in like November, December, towards the holiday season. And again, I will finalize what that'll look like probably after my exams, or maybe later this month. Like I said, I think previously on streams, I think I said I would probably finalize it maybe end of September or mid-September, if not probably maybe October-ish. But other than that, I think that's everything from me. Thank you all for those of you who came by to watch live. If not, thank you those who will be watching the VOD. I'm at a couple more subscribers, so I'm getting more traction. I actually had someone on one of my videos say, you should promote more, cause yeah, and I will. I mean, I need to learn how to clip videos. I've tried to use YouTube Studio to clip moments from my streams because I know I have hilarity in terms of my commentary when I get murked or something. But I really want to be able to show folks clips and post them on the internet, as well as just, you know, drive traffic towards folks to watch me. But again, this is all for hobby or fun, so it's really not about that at the end of the day. I'm just having a lot of fun just talking and playing games and getting to know people and moving around in Discord. And thank you! I'm really grateful that folks find this fun and are enjoying themselves with me. Thank you for stopping by too. I really appreciate it. Please, again, folks, if you're watching or watching the VOD, please check out the folks who came by today. Check out Yellow Hat Audios as well as Faye. There's a lot of amazing people on the internet and in the world, so please check out their content, their work, their awesomeness. Really would appreciate it. And before I go, I do also want to name too, I have in the description box all my assets and things, like I said at the beginning of the stream. I have the credits for HIYOKO, who made the background music. Again, the descriptions in the information in the description box, just to give all credits and stuff in terms of today's stream. And I also want to say that I'm still keeping the links for the Maui Mutual Aid efforts that are going on in Hawaii, so please check those out too if you want to support in terms of what's going on. And again, I will drop my schedule for this week, either this evening, if not tomorrow morning. And yeah, I will see y'all this week in terms of things. And of course, much love to you. I always support everybody in terms of my creative spheres because I just really appreciate it. It's an honor and privilege, and I don't take that lightly. So I just want to give love and support as much as I can when I can. But alrighty then, I don't think I have anything else for y'all. Please stay safe, stay well. If you want to come by the co-working stream tomorrow, that'd be great. If not, no worries. You can always catch my VODs. Please like, subscribe, tell me how you think, how I did, whatever works in terms of, you know, good vibes. Like I said, I'm just streaming for fun, so I'm gonna do what makes sense for me, but also just want to make sure folks, if there are any issues or stuff like that that you like to talk to me about or want to collab, I have my updated card as well that folks can access, and look forward to talk and chat real soon. But yeah, I have some game streams this week. I will update my schedule and I will keep y'all posted. But until then, I am going to get ready for bed. I'm going to probably be in my Hobonichi and probably read a little bit. Maybe find my compression gloves and like drink some juice, and also check on my cat just to make sure he's good too. Because again, he vomited, so that's not fun. So, all right. Well, take care, everybody. I hope you have a nice night, day, wherever you are in the world. Please stay safe and well. As I always will try to say, be cautious of things. Wear a mask. All the usual things I say. Stay safe out here, y'all. It's real, and shenanigans are happening. So I hope you can take care of yourselves. Bloom when you're ready, and you know, keep doing the thing as usual. So have a nice one and take care for now, humans.